Good morning and happy Saturday! How is everybody today? Soul, you redeemed first. Congratulations. Congratulations. Fender, it's been a while. How have you been, my friend? Artsy, how's it going? I'm doing well. Got the sis and bro-in-law in town. Weaver Wolf, getting a second. Ice Climber Kirby, welcome. Setting some stuff down real quick. Oh no, I saw you're getting over a cold, right? Oh man, that's the worst. I had a cold recently. Bayo! Welcome in. Thank you so much for the resub. 8 months. Congratulations. Thank you. It's my bro. Hey, Marnius. How's it going? Oh, you're full on in the throes of this cold? Oh, man. Brother-in-law is having that same issue. You've got a gig tonight with your band. It's your 1-year anniversary. Congratulations. I hope that gig goes so well, Fender. Definitely report back. I saw some of it. I saw a little bit of it. I need to watch it. Yeah, it was a really good day. I was doing my Bible study during stream time, and then after that, I ran over to a friend's house to help her kind of get in the mood for some writing. I got to hang out with Soul yesterday, and it was fantastic. Absolutely loved it. We went over to the library. I was able to do a little more Bible study, and then after that, we went back to her place and watched an episode of Stranger Things because we were like, you know what? Soul and a mutual friend of ours really like the show. I had only seen one episode, and it had been a long time since I had seen it. So I remembered little tiny things, but I didn't remember quite a bit of it. And it was fun theorizing what was going on. Theorizing what was going to happen was amazing. But I missed you guys too. So far so good. We're just chilling here. It is a cold morning this morning, so sis and bro-in-law's dog is like buried under blankets. Low-key dreading tomorrow? Yes. We'll be praying that the tech team at your church is able to make it happen. You guys got this. Yup, and I survived. Definitely survived. It was fun. And Soul is so good at remembering all the little details. And she was like I would give a theory and she'd be like, okay, well, if that's the case, explain this. And eventually it got to the point where I was like, I got nothing that explains that. Nope. Ooh, $400 yesterday? That's amazing. You're doing the pizza nightmares. Does that include all the anchovies and everything? Like anchovies and, oh gosh, what else was on there? Was Marmite on there? It was definitely fun theorizing. Nope, not conspiracy theories. It was theories as to what's going on in Stranger Things. And so, like, I would say something like, oh, I think 11 is this, like, I think this is how 11 came to enter the picture, kind of a thing. And she'd be like, well, then explain this. And eventually it got to the point where I was like, oh, I got nothing. Broccoli, extra jalapeno, American cheese, pickles, and strawberries. Ooh. Oh, I need to mute that tab. I thought that tab was already muted. Silly tab. I think we are. I think we are. I think we'll start off watching it in the daytime. And then eventually we'll get to the point where I'm able to watch it more if we hang out at night. Because it definitely feels more suspense than horror. To me, there's a difference there. Lady Foes and Cammy Foes, how you guys doing? How's it going? Amethyst, good morning, happy Saturday. How you doing? Oh no, Soul. Another person on the worship team said they'd be out. Oh. You guys, for a picture of what this looks like as far as what Soul is dealing with, her church's tech team normally has like 10 to 11 people. With this last minute call out, they're down to 3. They're going to need prayer. They are definitely going to need prayer. So we're definitely going to pray over that. Oh, still 4? Oh, good. Oh, good. Because I was thinking you had said 4 yesterday. And then, yeah. One last one. You're working, Amethyst, but wanted to say hi. Hi! Enjoy your lurk. I hope that work is going so well. You're waking up, likey this time of day. Yeah, or the daytime. Yeah, I can feel that some days. I can definitely feel that some days. I woke up from the weirdest dream that I have had in a long time. And I don't know why I had this dream. I don't know. I'm one of those that, like, certain dreams can have meaning, and you tend to know which ones are the ones that have meaning to them. But some of them are just your brain messing with you. And this one felt more like my brain messing with me. So I have no idea what it could possibly mean. Aw, you're gonna need some sleep, yes. How much longer until Baby Foes? Oh, between worship and tech team. Oh, worship and tech team work together. That makes sense. Gotcha. Not quite sure what the numbers for the worship team are, but they're missing a few people too. We're hoping to finish that dino. We are hoping to finish the dino today. I am hoping that invisible stitch is going to be what we need, because I remembered after getting like about a day, probably last Sunday, if not partway up to the airport on Saturday, she says in the video that the invisible stitch is what's going to turn it and make it kind of more cone shaped. Okay, yay! Maternity pic. Ah! So maternity pic is a picture usually of the couple when the mom is expecting. So it'll be a mixture of pictures of the couple and just the mom. And so that way they have pictures of what they looked like at the time. Galaxy, thank you so much for the lurk. Baby Foes isn't ready. He's sitting high, no dilation yet, so he's not ready, but any day. Ooh, it's in text. Let's see. I will get that picture when it goes through. My phone and my watch will tell me, "Hey, you've got a text from Lady Foes." Oh man, definitely praying for the any day to be in his timing and for a safe delivery for sure. So what does everybody have planned for the weekend? I am going to be going to D&D because Sis has a jazz concert that she's going to be going to today. And brother-in-law may or may not go. It just came through. Oh my gosh, you guys, these are adorable. These are adorable. Oh my gosh. The cuteness overload. Oh, he's gonna build a crib. I love it. Okay. All right, let me pull these up. Gotta go this way. It's a lady foes with the baby foes. Oh, Dusty, good morning. More snow Monday through Tuesday. High between 18 to 27, and it's gonna feel like 0. Oh my gosh. And a beautiful black and white photo of lady foes and baby foes. And the adorable family. Let's see. Yeah, okay. There we go. Siri, come on. I said there we. That's all I said. My phone is like, oh, I think you said my name. Therefore, I will be listening. Same as always, go with the flow. D&D Sunday and on Monday, but today, don't know. That makes sense. Hey, there's always those go with the flow days, Weaver Wolf, and that is A-okay. That is A-okay. Soul's gonna do some writing and homework later today. I'm looking forward to having Monday off. Yes. Yes. Monday. I have Monday off as well, and I am so excited to have a long weekend. Oh man, yes, we have D&D next Saturday. Ah! I let my other DM know, or GM know, that I would not be able to make it on the 25th because I had already said, hey, I'm going to be kind of hit or miss because family's in town. So, all right, Artsy, you have a wonderful day. Enjoy, feel better, get all the rest, stay hydrated. We're praying for you. Oh, good. You have a long weekend as well. Yes, you learned a corner-to-corner blanket stitch. Yes, definitely show me. Aww. Addo covered the mama foes in kisses. Yay! Yep, I'm having D&D today because Sis has something going on this afternoon and bro-in-law might be doing it with her depending on how he's feeling. So I've got my bag of fun right here and we'll go from there. Got some homework, might work on that today. There you go, Weaver Wolf. There you go. Your dad's on the way? Nice! I hope he gets there safely, Dusty. Hopefully, traffic is in his favor and the weather is in his favor. I am so hopeful that this stitch, this invisible stitch, will make it do what we want it to do. I've got my little ruler that came with my sewing kit that my grandma got me like years ago so that I can measure out 6 inches rather than having to worry about guesstimating and being totally wrong. So, the phone was being dumb, so it had to be sent via Discord. That is A-okay. That is A-OK. Oh my gosh, you guys, check that out. Alrighty, Dusty, enjoy the time with your dad. That is so cute. I love it. So here is Dino. Here is Fred. He's a little loppy, but that is okay. That was a corner to corner blanket stitch. And there's his new tail because I figured out that we needed to redo the tail because one of the spikes goes on the tail. So, yeah, that was a thing. That was a thing. Sometimes college has some these days. Add life after college. Right? Isn't he so cute? And it definitely gives him personality. And I showed him to brother-in-law when he got to the house. I was like, I'm still working on the spikes. But here's what I'm giving you for Christmas. And he was like, oh my gosh, he's so cute. I love him. Right? Thank you. Thank you. I don't know quite how he got lopsided, but it's all good. Well, it's not so much that I spoiled it, because I am going to, he definitely, he knew something was up. He knew something was up. That's true. I guess I did kind of spoil it, rather than waiting until the end, but I was just too excited. I wanted him to see it on the day, because I had planned. I was so upset, you guys, because I could not get the spikes to do what I wanted it to do. And I was so mad because I had set this deadline for myself of, you will have this done by the time they get here. And for whatever reason, I could not get the spikes to do what I wanted it to do, and I had not made the connection in my brain, oh, the invisible stitch will probably make it do what I want it to do. And so then I got so mad and sad that the only way I could comfort myself was knowing, okay, here's what we're going to do. We're just going to tell him, hey, we're still working on it, but I want you to know this is what it looks like. This is what you're getting. All it needs is the little spikes to get sewn on, and it's yours. You forgot some words in that sentence. What you meant was, college life has some of those days of going with the flow. Exactly! You showed her the progress on her sweater yesterday, and then you frogged the whole thing for the 6th time. Oh man, frogging it can be a blessing and a curse. A blessing and a curse, because it either you're happy that you do it because you're like, hey, I get the chance to fix that mistake. It'll make it look even better. Or it can be, ugh, I had to frog this thing. I am not perfect. This thing is not perfect. And I can't get it to do what I want it to do. And I was definitely the latter. I was definitely the latter last week. Because, yeah, I was mad. Exactly. It's a blessing in that you know it'll look better. But it's sad because you're like, but all that time. Exactly, Lady Foes. Exactly. Oh, man. All you craft-minded, there we go, craft-minded people, you know the pain. You know the pain of having to go back and feel like you're going 2 steps forward and then 20 steps back. And just how sad that is. Exactly, Soul. It's like you get to a certain point and then you have to rip out the stitches and you're like, I wasted time. I wasted time that I will never get back. But I also know that it's going to be worth it because it'll eventually look better. All right, we're going to go ahead and pray, and I've got my yarn ready. I've got my yarn ready to get started into the magic loop. I've got scissors from my dad's office that I'm borrowing, my crochet hook, my tape measure. I think we are all set to go. People think that homemade gifts come easily. They don't think of the hard work and love and devotion put into those gifts. Exactly. I'm like, first off, I'm still learning how to crochet, so it'll take me a bit longer. I'm still very early stages where I'm like figuring out tension. I know what too much tension feels like, but I'm still working on getting that consistency, learning all the different stitches, trying to figure out, okay, how many like rows am I gonna need? And so because of that, it's going to take me longer. I'm not the kind that's going to be like, yep, you know, be able to work up something super quickly yet. And that's okay. And you know what, Lady Foes? What word do you see right here? It's supposed to be for beginners. And I'm like, this kind of feels more intermediate to advanced. I'm like, the spikes, just the spikes alone, feel more intermediate to advanced. Somehow. And I think a lot of it, for me, a lot of where my frustration lay is that it was so small that I was having a hard time seeing where my next stitch needed to go. Even with the stitch markers and stuff, sometimes I just could not see the stitches. You don't gift stuff that's handmade. No one actually cares if it's made with love, even if they know it's made with love, if it's ugly and not from a well-known brand. To a certain extent. To me, I would rather... Like, for me, this year, Christmas was experiences. And it was one of the best Christmases ever. Because I'm one of those, get me something that makes you think of me. And if experiences is what makes you think of me, great. If Christian planner is what makes you think of me, great. To me, it's the thought behind it. And so, like, if you, Marnius, made me something, I don't care how it looks. I'm going to be like, dude, Marnius, thank you. I know that I can tell that all the love that went into this. All amigurumi is not beginner. Yes, I completely agree. You're not a beginner and amigurumi is rough. You were just going to say they're marketed. Yeah, they market themselves to people who have never crocheted before. And I almost feel like the videos are a little too fast of gradual release of responsibility. And yeah, I definitely agree. It depends on the people. There have been a few people who don't say anything like that, but they never use what you make them, and it kills my soul. Yeah. Soul got me this for Christmas. It's a little cup heater, and I can put my phone right there in its little paws. And it was a gift from Soul and her little kitty Evie. And whenever I make a cup of tea or hot chocolate or coffee, I use it. You actually don't really care. You've dulled emotions. Aww. that's true. It does depend on the person, as far as you would make gifts for some and for others you wouldn't. For me, if I see something I could make that reminds me of the person and I can get it worked up in time, yeah, I'll do it. I'll do my best to make it. But if I'm out shopping and I see something that makes you think of me or makes me think of you, then yeah. You got all your pattern books organized and centralized? Yes, that's amazing. That is a huge step. All right, you guys, we're going to pray real quick, and then we're going to try and make these spikes. I've got the video up. I remember now how to do the invisible stitch, because if I remember correctly, that's the one where you make the long tail about 6 inches, and then you pull that through the loop or through the stitch, and it makes another V kind of on top of almost the V that it's supposed to, like, it makes an invisible V, and then you can use that yarn tail to sew on the item that you're working on. There are a few women in your office that crochet as well, and you're going to get together once a month and do a crochet club? I love it. That is absolutely amazing. I love that idea. Okay, it might be easier if it's probably one of those things that's more of a visual thing. So you've got your last stitch, right? You've got your hook in your yarn. You've got your working yarn coming from that last stitch, right? You get 6 inches of working yarn. Cut. Pull that 6 inches through. And now you've got an invisible V. But it might be easier for me just to show you. And then, because then you can use that 6 inches of working yarn as your, oh no, that's a tie-off? Maybe that's what it is, the invisible tie-off. That's what it's called, yes. The invisible fasten-off. I'm pointing to my computer as though you guys can see it, and you can't. Hold on, I gotta turn on my display capture so you guys can see it. There we go. Invisible fasten-off, leaving a long tail. And it almost makes a V. And that's why, I think that's why I called it the invisible stitch. There we go. So you crochet 4 in the round, or in your magic loop. You do your 6, so you can do single and then increase 2 times. And then you do your invisible fasten off. Yep, you do know what you're talking about. See? You're our crochet expert. Which is why I'm hopeful that you might be able to help me if I get lost. All right, you guys. Prayer time! So any prayer requests, please feel free to drop them below. I will look up partway through, and then we're going to get started making these spikes. And if we finish early, maybe we'll play some Fortnite. Dear Lord, thank you so much for today. I ask that you be with each and every person and show them your love, Lord. I ask that you be with Soul as she has started classes. I ask that you help her be able to find that balance and be able to get to the point with her driving anxiety where it's more manageable. I ask that you be with her dad. I ask that you give him a miracle healing, Lord. Be in their relationship as they're working to get better communication between the two of them and better respect for boundaries. I ask that you be with her church's tech team, Lord, as they're shorthanded. Help them be able to get everything done that needs to get done. Let the reference book, or as I call it, the bus book, be of big help to them, Lord. And just let the service tomorrow go smoothly, Lord. I ask that you be with Artsy and help him to feel better. Be with my brother-in-law and help him to feel better. I ask that you be with Lady Foes and Adipose and Baby Foes. And just as the time is getting closer for Baby Foes to arrive, let that go smoothly, Lord. And any unspokens that they might have, Lord, I ask that you be in that. I ask that you be with Dusty and his stress and just everything going on in his life and in his town, Lord. Just keep them all safe with all of the snow that's coming. Be with his little kitty and everything going on in her life. Help her also be able to find balance. Be with Kishu and Spark, and just as they're doing life, going through life, just be with them, Lord. Help them be able to get everything done that they want to get done. I ask that you just be with them and surround them with your love and your peace. I ask that you be with Beo as he's, I think, working, and help him be able to be a light for you at work, Lord. Show him how he can be there for his co-workers and just show your love to them. Be with Legend of Zyro and his wife and his family, Lord. Be with DLC. Help us be able to just be able to meet up and figure out where you're leading us, Lord. I ask that you just give us guidance and direction, Lord. I ask that you be with Lotu and her family as they're settling in. I ask that you be with Dreamer and Star Freckles and just all of the amazing people here on Twitch. Be with Catherine Naomi. Be with just anybody who needs you today, Lord. I ask that you be with our Souls and My mutual friends who are getting ready to serve you in Japan, Lord. Just be with them, give them peace. Let it be as smooth a transition as possible. I understand there's going to be a learning curve, Lord. I ask that you just make that as easy of a learning curve as possible. And I ask for a natural delivery for Lady Foes, that a C-section isn't needed, that you just let her body know what to do when the time comes to deliver Baby Foes. And just let all of that go so smoothly, Lord. I ask that we're able to make these spikes, let the invisible fasten off be the key, Lord. I ask that you just let it work. Help me be able to figure out how to make this happen, and let me not get frustrated, Lord. I ask that you just be with each and every person here, be with those who are suffering physically, whether illness or injury, and those that are struggling mentally as well, Lord. Let us have fun today, let us learn a lot, and in your name I pray. Amen. All right. Alrighty, sounds good. You enjoy that shower. So we're going to go ahead and get started by making our slip knot. Oh, just a smidge much. There we go. So for me, I make mine by going under the front loop like that, and then over that other loop, the other loop, and then you just pull on both strings until it makes a loop. Hey, I be Fatbeard. Good morning, good morning. How's it going, my friend? are those spikes going to be for defense or are they shoulder spikes for offensive use? They are going to be defensive because they're going to go all down his back. I do. That was just the way that was easiest for me. So then we're going to do a chain of 2. And then we're going to go into our first stitch and we are going to crochet 4 single crochets into that to make ourselves a circle. So that's 1, 2, and 3, because this is the way that they did for the tail, and so that was just the one that I just automatically kind of gravitated to. But if you can tell me how to do the magic circle or the magic loop, that would be fantastic, because that would be probably so much easier. So now, let's see, I'm thinking that's our first one here. So we're gonna go and do a single crochet, you do the slip knot but chain 1 instead of pulling tight, and then you'll have a circle without the chain. Oh, that might be easier. Okay. Let's go back to... Let's go back to this. So we make our X, under, and then over. Oh, did I pull too tight? Let me go to my just chatting real quick so you guys can see it better. Okay. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and get my X, so that way once I get the, once I make the X and go under, and that way when I get the video, we're ready. Probably had too short of a tail. Oh, I wasn't supposed to do... Oh, does it look more like that? Or am I supposed to go over the X? We'll wait for the video. Because I'm sure she's making the video right now. Getting it all sent over. We'll grab my phone so that way once it comes I am ready. So let's see. What has been a highlight of everybody's week? I would say a highlight for me, definitely getting to spend time with the bro-in-law and sis. That has been fantastic. And seeing their dog adjust well to being here. It took a little time, but he's pretty much adjusted. And yes, definitely hanging out with Soul. Yes. We had such good conversation yesterday, Soul. Such good conversation. Amethyst, it was your birthday on Wednesday? I was pretty much off social media during work and everything. And so I think I remembered seeing Kishu wish you a happy birthday, and I am so sorry that I missed your birthday. Happy birthday to you, a few days late. Happy belated birthday to you. Happy belated birthday, dear Amethyst. Happy belated birthday to you. And many more. I'm so glad that your hubby made you feel so special. Everybody deserves to feel special on their birthday. Oh, you're so welcome. You are so welcome. I hope you had the best birthday in the whole world, because you deserve it. You deserve it. What all did you get to do to celebrate? And Soul, I really enjoyed, again, all of our conversation. We're the type of friends that we just bounce from conversation to conversation, topic to topic. And it was funny because she's working on a radio drama of her favorite anime. And so she was asking me, oh, what do you remember reading last? Because I know it's been a while, so what do you remember reading? And I was like, well, I remember them doing this and this and this, and wasn't there this? And she was like, yeah, it was. It's funny what little inconsequential things you remember. Because, I remembered probably the most inconsequential scene, if I remember correctly, Soul. It was this little inconsequential scene at the end of the episode. And then I remembered, oh, no worries. You're in the process of moving. You're going to be giving birth any day. You deserve to have a bit of a messy house. And so, she's like, but what about all these other details? And I'm like, oh my gosh, now that you mention that, I do remember that. It's all slowly starting to come back to me. And then they did this. Yup, and then you were trying to get me back on track to where you needed me to be to kind of make sure that all the little details that you wanted to have hit. And I think what I really gained from that conversation is a mixture of consistency. A lot of those little details that you're hoping that the audience remembers, they'll probably remember better when it's more, when they're able to hear things more consistently. And then also just the things that I remember and the things that the audience will remember are not exactly going to be the same. All the little subtle things sometimes just go way over my head, but there will be other audience members reading it or listening to it who will go, oh, I remember that. Good morning, West. How's it going? All right, you guys. We're going to watch Lady Foes teach me how to do the magic circle. We're going to make it big. Oh, okay. So we make our X. Oh, I need to... Why is the sound not coming through? That's kind of weird. Oh, you have a funeral to attend. Aww. Is it somebody that you knew well? Alright, so we've got our yarn. We've got our crochet hook. Under, over. Got the loop. Oh boy. Then we chain. We're going to let go of that. Hold there. Chain one. Okay, it's a messy one. Let's see if it's maybe just a computer thing. I'm going to pull it up on my phone and see if that... Oh, I know what it is. I am such a dingus. I completely forgot I had muted that tab. I didn't want all of the notification sounds coming through, so rather than put myself in Do Not Disturb, I muted the tab. That explains a whole lot. Okay. Let's try this again. Me too, Soul. I'm glad that in spite of the schedule change, we still should be able to meet up. Yes, agreed. And now we know we prefer study room 3 because it's in the corner and it's big enough that we can both get in there and have room to do our thing while you're writing. And then we can discuss and either one of us is able to reserve it.
Okay, sorry, had to figure out a way to get my phone to set up. So, you're going to take your... Oops, I did it wrong. Okay. So you have your X. That was a horrible X. Okay, you have your X. You're going to go under and grab your yarn. You're going to leave your fingers in the hole and do a single crochet. Now you have a magic ring with your single crochet, or your chain, I mean, and you can single crochet into the ring.
Okay, I need to watch the
or your chain,
fingering.
I mean, and you can single crochet into the ring, into your magic ring. I hope that makes sense.
Alright, I need to see... I was doing great up until the... Alright, so we did our X, we did that. We started to do that. Keep.
You're going to leave your fingers in the hole and do a single crochet. Now you have...
Oh, I know what I'm doing wrong.
Crochet, or your
I know what I'm doing completely wrong.
Into your magic ring. I hope that makes sense.
I'm going to have to start by doing this like a righty. Maybe I'm just doing it completely wrong. Okay. So they'll probably just assign us that one whenever it's available since it's smaller and just the two of us. That makes sense. Okay, so I'm going to go back to just chatting so you guys can see my... That way everybody's able to see. Okay. We go there, like that. And then in, like that. Yeah? Yarn over. Like that. Yarn over again through the new tiny loop. Like that. Then we have a chain. Oh, okay, there it is. And then we just go through this loop. We just go through the big loop. Okay. Except I was getting ready to double crochet. Because that's what I'm so used to doing. I have made so many blankets that I am used to double crocheting all the way across. My fingers just want to double crochet. I did it! I did it! Alright, there's two. Oh. Hold on. Hey, purple pandas, how's it going? We are making spikes for our little dino friend. Okay. Pull through two, yarn over, pull through two. Okay, so there I can see my two. Alright, there's... That should be three, which it looks like it is. Wait a second. Alright, we're gonna backtrack because for some reason... Uh-oh. Okay, we're gonna have to... You just finished knitting a scarf! Nice! Hey, how's it going, Vocal Duck? There we go. Okay. We're gonna have to start over because I was doing my single crochet wrong and then everything got kind of twisted, which is why I thought I had accidentally made a knot. But I was able to fix it, so that was good. That was good. Alrighty, Marnius, you can go do that on one condition. You report back on what you got. You want to try picking up crocheting again? Nice! What do you think you want to crochet, purple pandas? Okay. What do you have planned today, Vocal Duck? Okay, push that yarn tail out of there. Alright. There's one. Okay. Tension is possibly a bit tight. Two. Three. Alright, we've got an ad break starting here in a second, or in a few seconds. So I will go to BRB. We will make sure that you guys do not miss a single thing. Oh, except there we go. Messed that up. There we go. Alright, that was my third. Come on, tension was too tight. If it doesn't go through like butter, it's too tight. I should try the corner to corner. Don't let people intimidate you. It's not as hard as they say. It's just a bunch of double crochets and chains. I could totally do that. Yeah, if you only know the single crochet, that is totally fine. The double and the triple, they build on that. So they got sick over Christmas, so you weren't able to celebrate as a family. Aww. Oh, you got to get stuff ready. Head over to the parents' place. Haven't seen them since before December. What? Well, I hope that they're feeling better. Alright. I thought I got a notification that the ad break was going. There it is. Alright, guys. Be right back. All right, we are back. And now we are ready to try and make this spike. So I might need to do one more. Because that looks like 4 to me. But yet I think that one's more the tail. You've been enjoying knitting, though. You want to eventually knit a sweater, but you've mainly been using a loom. But you know how to use the needles, too. That's awesome! I saw where they had... Let me see if I can look this up. Oh, no! Okay, good. It didn't fall out. Okay, we're good. Knitting loom, I think it is. Yeah, there it is. A knitting machine. Right? I couldn't I struggle sometimes enough with crochet. This would be like, this is something that I'm like, okay, if I could just do this and have the machine do it for me, that would be beautiful. Can help you easily and quickly knit your own cool fashion accessories, with or without experience. Let's see if there's this. Let's see this video.
Machine, Smart Weaver, all for kids. Henna kneading mode and tooth kneading mode. Easy to create all kinds of practical items. Foster children's creation. Century toys.
So it even has like a stitch counter and everything. Right? It does look intimidating, but at the same time, it does look like it would make doing knitting easier. Okay. So now that looks like our first hole there. So I do need to do one more because I think that first one was our kind of like our chain almost. So we'll do that because there's that hole there. Right? It makes knitting look easier because it isn't knitting. Good morning, Agent Ice. How's it going? Let's see. Now, this is the part where I get confused because I would normally, in most cases, if I wasn't working in the round, I would go like that from the top, the one closest to me. Let me go to just chatting so you guys can see easier. Normally, I would go into this loop here, the one closest to my hook. But that's because I'm typically doing something that goes straight across. But I think when you are working in the round, you want to go in the one further away. Like furthest away, closest to your yarn tail. Trying to get my round 2 started, Lady Foes, with the single crochet increased stitch times 2. And I'm trying to figure out okay, you pull the tail tight like that. Okay. I need to finish closing the magic circle first. Maybe that's where my issue is. I've got it as tight as it'll go on the tail. You just knocked over so much crap. Oh no, what happened? Alright, then something knotted. Okay. Alright. So, because we're going to be doing 5 of these. Rip it, rip it. Oh. Hmm. Oh. Oh, that makes sense. All right, let me go back to your video. Right, it is a little confusing, huh? How are you doing today, Agent
I
Ice?
had to figure out a way to get my phone to set up. So you're going to take your... Oops, I did it wrong. Okay. So you have your X. That was a horrible X. Okay.
Oh, that's what I've been doing wrong this whole time.
Leave your fingers in the hole and do a single crochet. Now you have a magic ring with your single crochet, or your chain I mean, and you can single crochet into the ring, into your magic ring. I hope that makes sense. Now you have a magic ring. Now you have a magic ring.
Hold on.
And do a single crochet. Your fingers in the hole and do a single crochet. Now you have a magic ring under and grab your yarn. You're going to leave your fingers in the hole and do a single crochet. Now you have a magic ring with your single crochet, or your chain I mean, and you can single crochet into the ring, into your magic ring. I hope that makes sense.
I get the feeling I'm not doing that single crochet into the ring right. I think that's... also where I'm possibly... Which word is always getting hurt? The owl. Oh, man. Good one day, Hawk. How you doing this morning? Better than yesterday? Well, that's good. What was going on yesterday? Maybe? Oh no! What's going on? What happened to cause the anxiety attack? Yeah, I don't think I'm doing this right.
Next, you're going to go under and grab your yarn. You're going to leave your fingers in the hole and do a single crochet.
Oh, I'm always looking away right there.
And do a single crochet. Your yarn. You're going to leave your fingers in the hole and do a single crochet.
Okay.
Now you have a magic ring with your single crochet, or your chain I mean, and you can single crochet into the ring, into your magic ring. I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, that might be... Oh, wow. That was terrible. Ah, but dropped it. Okay. Then we... Ah, there we go. Maybe? Maybe? Turning so you guys can see? Maybe? Here's hoping? Waiting for confirmation that I did it right. So we're just, while Lady Foes is sending the video, we will wait. Leftover muscle memory from when you had cancer in your neck. Oh, wow. I had no idea that you had had cancer. I'm so glad that you were able to make it through. I'm thinking the coffee mug is probably going to be so much easier to make. Yeah, I'm thinking that's right. Because it looks very similar to how you do that. Alright, so we're looking at my magic circle. I'm trying to get as close to the camera as I can so that you can see how it looks. And therefore determine... Oh, good! Yes! Woohoo! We did it, you guys! It was stage 4, non-Hodgkin's terminal. It was in your neck for 5 years. You could barely eat or drink because it was so swollen. You used to cough, dry heave, and throw up to the point you would go to your knees. Now sometimes your body remembers what you endured and you have an anxiety attack while you sleep. Oh, man. Alright, so now we single crochet 4. Oh, wait, no, wait, I need to chain 1, don't I? Right, Lady Foes? I chain 1? Or just go straight into the single crochets? Sounds good, Lady Foes. Yeah, one of my friends had non-Hodgkin's. Oh, good. I remembered right. One of my friends from my theater group or he had non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. So there's one. And then, oh. Oh, no, 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 don't do that to me. Oh, no. There we go. Okay, we're good. I saved it. We're gonna have to make this again because I completely... Well, not completely, but I somewhat knotted it. So... But yeah, he survived. He survived 2 bouts of non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. Okay. There we go. And then we pull a bit tight so that we can chain 1. Caught the stitch? Oh, I did. I think I may have. We'll get it. We'll get it. It's a new concept. So it'll take time. I think I'm doing the same thing again. Aha, there we go. Let's do that. So working yarn on top. Oh, I need to go down and grab something, some water for a hydrate. At the next break, I will definitely do that. Yeah, it just isn't as easy or pretty because you aren't used to it. That makes sense. Okay, that'll do the trick. Alrighty. Then we chain 1. Perfect. Okay. So now... Well, uh-oh, I caught... Yep. That's what's going on. That is definitely what is going on, is I am catching the stitch. There we go. There's one. Two. Three. Four. One of my V's is messed up. Yeah, I'll wait for your attempt at a lefty video, I think. We can definitely do a stretch. Whoa, stretched a little too far. I could use a stretch break. I did a whole body workout the other day. So some of those muscles are like yelling at me. There's one. Okay, and I'm seeing that V. Two. There's that V. Okay. Three. There's that V. Well, I appreciate it, Vocal Duck. They definitely needed a bit of a reset. Four. There's that V. But it's kind of weird looking. Probably just because I'm not fully used to yet working in the round. There we go. Oh. The thumbs also needed a bit of a stretchy stretch. Ah, there we go. Oh, okay. So we got a new video as a lefty trying the magic circle.
Circled it again. Okay, so we've got 4 single crochets. We're going to single crochet again. And you're going to single crochet again, making 6. Like I said, I'm going to do 6 in this circle. Okay, you pull it loose, grab your tail, and tighten the circle.
Oh, that's the,
so there's no more circle.
okay.
Then you reinsert your hook. Okay, I'm going to try this as a lefty to hopefully help you. So you've got your tail, and come over to make an X. Oops, got too close to the camera. Let's try that again. Okay, you got your tail, which we're going to move a little bit like this, and then we'll come over to do your X, right? Oops, got the tail. I'm not a lefty. Okay, so you're going to go under where you have the tail and come back up over where your working yarn meets the X and pull it through. Okay, then now I see why you're struggling. Okay, then you're going to grab the yarn and pull it through that loop. Ah, I dropped it, oh no. Okay, but yes. So then from there, you're going to take your working yarn over, and come on, I can do this as a lefty, and pull it through. Okay, then you're going to do your single crochet into the circle.
Okay, let's do this with you.
Okay, I'm going to try this as a lefty to hopefully help you. So you've got your tail, and you come over to make an X. Oops, got too close to the camera. Let's try that again. Okay, you got your tail, which we're going to move a little bit like this, and then we'll come over to do your X, right?
No, you're good.
Got the tail. And then we'll come over to do your X, right? Oops, got the tail. I'm not a lefty. Okay, so you're going to go under where you have the tail, and come back
Okay.
up over where your working yarn meets the X and pull it through. Okay, then now I see why you're struggling. Okay, then you're going to grab the yarn and pull it through that loop. Ah, I dropped it, oh no. Okay, but yes. So then from there,
Right? Exactly, vocal duck.
and pull it through. Okay, then you're going to do your single crochet into the circle.
Yeah, okay. Trying to figure this out, and my brain is not computing.
So you've got your tail, and you come over to make an X. Oops, got too close to the camera. Let's try that again. Okay, you got your tail, which we're going to move a little bit like this, and then we'll come over to do your X, right? Oops, grab the tail. I'm not a lefty. Okay, so you're going to go under where you have the tail,
Okay.
and come back up over where your working yarn meets the X and pull it through. Okay, then now I see why you're struggling. Okay, then you're going to grab the yarn and pull it through that loop. Ah, I dropped it, oh no. Okay, but yes. So then from there, you're going to take your working yarn over, and come on, I can do this as a lefty, and pull it through. Okay, then you're going to do your single crochet into the circle.
And then... one... two... Oh. And then... there you go, lady foes. The crocheting left-handed challenge. Oh, I think I grabbed the... okay. Okay, we can do this. My tension is probably a bit too tight. There we go. There we go. 1, 2, 3. It's enough of a challenge to crochet with the dominant hand, right? Can't imagine how challenging it would be to reverse it. Agreed. Okay. There's 4. Okay. So now we can go back up here.
Okay, so to close the circle, what I've done is I've pulled my loop really loose because I've got all of my stitches in my circle. So you're going to pull the tail to close the circle. So now you have this huge circle. I'm sorry.
Oh, it probably got knotted somewhere. Yep, I think it got knotted somewhere.
And then you will start in that first V, and you will do a slip knot with your working yarn to completely close that circle. So I'll do that again. And instead of 4 single crochets, I'll do 6. And I'll make my circle big again.
Uh-oh. I went back too far and I messed up again. Okay. Okay. Oh. Pull that through. There we go. Chain 1. I'm gonna then single crochet. Oh no, I definitely would not have been anywhere near done. I would not be anywhere near done without your help. I've been trying to do this by myself for so long. Ah. Alright, you know what? We're gonna just do this. I think maybe a different time I'll learn the magic circle. But we'll try the way that I'm used to real quick. And see if I can get it done that way. We'll see where I happen to... Yeah, it's not you. It's definitely a me thing. Because... Yeah, that's... It's definitely just a fact that it's a learning curve for me. Yeah, that's a good point. But it's okay. It's not that big of a hole. So then we do 1, 2. Oh, my foot is caught in the yarn. There we go. But that does make sense, though, why they want you to do the magic circle. 3, 4. And now I am seeing all of our V's, so we're going to single crochet, and then we're gonna increase stitch, which is just 2 single crochets into the same hole. So we're going to go back into that hole and do another single crochet. Then we do a single crochet, and increase. So again, increase is just going into the same hole twice. And then we have this. Go into just chatting so that way you can see what we have. And then we're going to measure about 6 inches of yarn. We're going to cut pretty much right at the 6, or at least as close to the 6 as we can get. The beauty of the Woobles is that they send you more yarn than you need. There we go. And then set that aside for a second. We are going to, let me go back to a different video because I forget what you do after you pull it through.
So you finished the last stitch of the last round of your piece, and now we need to make what's called an invisible fasten off. So right now, this piece is going to have a visible open edge on our plushie, and we don't like how it looks like there's this gap, this jump between the first stitch of the round and the last stitch of the round. Doing the invisible fasten off is going to smooth that so it looks like one nice smooth circle, and we're going to do that by creating a fake horizontal V. To do the invisible fasten off, you're going to need the tapestry needle that came in the envelope labeled the wee woobly bits that came in your kit.
Alright, let me grab that. There we go. Tapestry needle!
So first thing you gotta do is cut a yarn tail. And the way you tell how long to cut that yarn tail is that one, you want it to be at least 6 inches long. But if you're going to be attaching this piece to another piece, you need this yarn to be long enough that you can use it to sew this piece onto the other piece. So it's got to be at least 3 times the length of the edge of whatever piece is going to be sewn on, just to be safe. So I'm going to cut it right around here.
Oh, I may not have.
Then you can pull your hook away from the piece so that
I may
the
not have
loop
made
on
it
the
long
hook
enough.
gets really big until the yarn goes completely through that last stitch that you made. And then you can put your hook aside. You don't need that anymore. Now that you have a yarn tail, you're going to thread that yarn tail through the tapestry needle that came in your kit.
Okay. This is the part that gets a little difficult because teeny tiny eye of tapestry needle. There we go. Parfait, as the French say.
So the yarn tail is coming out of this horizontal V, and we want to put our needle under the second V of this round. So not the one marked by the orange stitch marker, because that was the first V of this round, but the one next to it. So we want to put the needle under the second horizontal V from the bottom up. Before we pull that through, let's just take out the stitch marker so it gets out of your way. So pull it, and not too tight just yet. We're still going to do one more step.
So just to make sure, because I was silly and I neglected to use my stitch markers. This is why stitch markers are a crocheter's best friend. So that should be this one. There we go. We're gonna do this.
Last thing we gotta do is stick the needle under the back loop of the V that the yarn tail originally came out of. Let's take a look at your piece. This is the yarn tail that is currently threaded through your needle, and it is coming out of this horizontal V. So we want to put our needle under just the back loop, which is the side of the V that is further away from you. And again, we want to put the needle under that from the bottom up. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And now you can see that this yarn tail is making a fake horizontal V. So pull it just tight enough so that this V is basically the same size as all the other V's around the rim of your piece. And that is the invisible fasten off. At this point, it should look like you've got 14 V's around the rim.
I think that should be okay. You don't use markers, but you also don't do amigurumi. They're your best friend until they go into hiding, right? I think I did it right. I mean, if anything, let's see, I do know I need to turn it where it's right side out. As they put it, the pasta noodle needs to be on the inside. And I'm gonna need to trim. And that actually looks like a spike, you guys. Look at this beautiful little spike. Look at it. I'm gonna have to trim that yarn tail some, but it looks so good. They always go into hiding when you need it, right? Dude, you guys, I was so shocked. I was so shocked. So last week, when we went to go pick up my sister and brother-in-law, the night before, I could have sworn that I took my car key out of my coat pocket, put it on a table, and went to bed. However, I was wearing that same coat the next day. And I thought for sure, my key's in the house, it's fine, we're great. So we went up to the airport, right? Now bear in mind, this coat does not have the deepest pockets. So, then, Sunday, I'm getting ready to leave for church, and we're going to take my car. So I'm looking for my key, and I'm like, I cannot find my key. So I end up using the spare key, and I'm like, I'm frustrated. I can't find it, so I'm just going to use the spare. We'll look for it when we get home. It's going to be annoying, but it's fine. And so then we spend all Sunday afternoon looking for these keys, looking for this key. And we cannot find it. So I end up using my spare key to go to work on Monday. Then, I'm at work. I get a text from my sister. Look what the dog found. She was in the truck that we had taken to go to the airport and found my key in the truck. Somehow, either I had not taken the key out of that coat pocket like I thought I had, or in my half-asleep state, I put the key back in the pocket thinking forgetting we were going to take the truck to go get them. And it had fallen out of that coat pocket and was just sitting there in the truck. Needless to say, I bought an Apple AirTag, and I have that on my key, so that way if I lose it again, I can find it. Or at least have a general idea of where it is. And thank you so much! Right? Zippers on pockets is the best. So now we need to do this 4 more times. Oh, wow. Okay. We're gonna just take a teensy weensy little bit of yarn off of this. Don't worry. We got plenty. If I have the extra yarn, I'm gonna make an extra one because I'm pretty sure I did not make that one with a long enough yarn tail. Oh, what do you want to eat, Addo? What are you thinking you would like to eat? Hey, there we go. I think for lunch today, I might have some leftover pizza. We had pizza last night, and I am so glad we did because it is absolutely delicious. It's a meat lover's pizza, which makes it even better. 1. And 2. Three. Oh, come on. You can do it. There we go. But we have leftovers, but what you make isn't good. But when she makes it, it's delicious. Aww. You two are seriously couple goals. Alright. Pretty sure I found our first V. And then there's our second. You know what? We're just going to start this one over because I'm not 100% convinced. Okay. But you're the mean pregnant lady. You're making him do it himself. He has legs. Exactly. Exactly. You got this, Ado. I believe in you. I'm one of those that I can cook. I just sometimes am not in the mood to cook. He's playing Mr. Lonely's song. I don't know that I've heard that one. All right, 1. 2. Yep, there it is. 3. Oh. Dropped my stitch. And 4. Okay, now I see my first one. So this one is the single crochet. Tension was too tight. There we go. Let's see. There's my next V. This one's our increase stitch. I will get caught up on here on chat in just a minute after I finish up this round. This one is number 3. That's our single crochet. And increase stitch. Oh boy, I've got lots of good chatting to catch up on in a second here. There we go. It goes, lonely, I'm so lonely, I have nobody of my own. Oh, I'm so lonely. I love it. Not in the mood to cook, that's you most of the time. It's hard and expensive to cook for just myself. Yeah, the good thing about cooking only for yourself is that there's usually leftovers. And if you have, if you're just in one of those moods where you're not in the mood to cook, then you can just pull out leftovers from earlier in the week. That's why you make big casseroles, so that you have leftovers for the week. Exactly. See, Lady Pose and I are on the same mind-fi there. And there you was with your self-cooked pizza because your wife didn't want to make you any. Guess I'll put barbecue sauce on my Mr. Lonely pizza. Right? You've been baking for 9 months. Exactly. Fried rice and stir fry. Those are simple and good enough to get you by. Exactly. That you made last night, and there's plenty of that in the fridge too. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, so I think I got this right. I think. You know what? I'm a frog it. We're gonna try it again because I'm not convinced I saw the right V's. Okay, here we go. Back to our... Oh no, I think I made my chain, or my slip knot not a slip knot. Alright, ad break starting soon. While you guys are in ads... Oh, there we go. Never mind. We're good. We're good. I was panicking over nothing, y'all. Alright. We are going to do this. While we're in our ad break, you are not going to miss a thing. I am going to get us set up to where we're in our magic circle. Or circle, whatever you want to call it. And then we'll be doing our single crochet increase stitch times 2. Your aunt often cooks for your dad, and your dad usually insists on giving you the leftovers. That's how you've been getting by these days. I love it. I love it when family is like, yo, you're gonna have our leftovers because, yeah, you need the food. Why does that look like... Alright, going into BRB while I get this set up and you guys are in ads. Alrighty, we are back from ads. I've got 3 more of the single crochets to do. Two. There's 3. And 4. Okay. So now this right here is our first V. So this is the one we are going to single crochet. More often than not, your dad inevitably brings food over whenever you do decide to cook, so it's usually not worth the effort. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Then we've got our, let's see. I think that's our next hole here. This is where it gets challenging because of how small it is. Let's see, there's 2, there's 3, and there's 4. Okay. Or is it 2, 3, 4? We'll go with that. We'll do, this one is our increase. Why not? We'll give it a go. Back into that same hole for our increase stitch. Then single crochet. And increase stitch. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I did need one more in that hole. Okay. Sometimes I throw myself off by calling it an increase stitch and I'm like, wait, did I do the other half of the increase? There we go. All right, there's that. So now let's measure off till we get to the 7, and we'll do that. Because somehow a little over 7 seems like a good length and a better length than 6. Okay. Alrighty, sounds good, lady foes. You enjoy. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I will chat with you later. Love you. All right. So then we do that. And we do that. And we have ourselves our second little spike. So now try and turn it right side out. I probably won't. I'll just go with what I got here. Somehow that doesn't look like as much of a spike. But maybe once I sew it on, it will. Ah, you win this time, Lady Foes. You win this time. I get the feeling I did the invisible fasten off wrong, and that's where. Because if I just did something like that to sew it on, if I just used both of these to sew it on, it'll look fine. Yeah. That'll look a-okay, I think. And it doesn't have to look perfect. It really doesn't. As much as I would love it to, it does not have to. All right, and one, two. Oh, I think I may have messed that up already. There we go. There we go. All right. One, two. There we go. One, two, three, and four. Single crochet. Come on, you can do it. There we go. Oh, here we go. You will be our increase here. Oh, dropped the stitch. There we go. Sometimes that happens when you have smaller stitches like you usually have with amigurumi, simply because they're so little. Well, we've got 2 out of the 5 made. So I think we're making pretty decent progress. What do you have for lunch today? Oh, I wonder. One, two, three. This might be why. This might be why I'm having issues. Ooh, sloppy joes and mac and cheese. That sounds delicious. And if we only have 3 spikes, we only have 3 spikes. Because I really want to just sew these on. I am like anxious to give this to my brother-in-law. So excited. Oh, wow, that's going to look awful. There we go. Ooh, a few corn dogs. Corn dogs, corn dogs. They are so good to me. Corn dogs, corn dogs. They are so good to me. There we go. Ooh, pasta. Or should I say, pasta? It does sound good. I am thinking some leftover pizza for my lunch. All right. 1. So we're going to mark that. So that way I can hopefully more easily see what I'm working with. Two, three, 4. All right. And we have increase. Oh, setting up for a double again. I do that all the time. And not necessarily frustrating, but it's like, I gotta laugh at myself. Gotta laugh at myself. Because for a second there, I was able to see all of my stitches that I needed. And now I'm not. Okay, I think I do again. That should be increase. Okay, yep, that makes sense. Sometimes when they're so little like this, it's hard for me to tell if I'm doing it right. Like, I think I might be. But then I second guess myself. Oh. Alright, so we got oh, I think I see it. One, two, three, four. Five. Yeah. 'Cause one, two, three, four, five. And then back into here for six. Ow. I still owe a hydrate from an hour ago. I meant to go get the water on the break. Alright, in about 5 minutes I'll go grab some water. Then we see if we can do this invisible fasten off. Let's see. Again, just eyeballing as best we can for our measure. There we go. these, we're probably going to just have to say, yep, we're just going to have to do them as we see it and do a double sew on. Ah, dropped it. Okay. Get just a couple of the little fuzzies at the end. There we go. What I love about the Woobles yarn, though, is that it doesn't have yarn babies like so many yarns do. So a yarn baby is where you've got your yarn, you're going through doing your project, and then all of a sudden, boom, your yarn has yarn within the yarn, pretty much, is kind of how it can be described. And then you have to untangle that yarn. Another word for it is yarn vomit, but I like yarn baby a bit better. It just sounds better. Okay, so it's going through here. So I'm going to go ahead and use a stitch marker to mark that loop so that I remember that's the loop I need to go through at the end. Ooh, diamond painting is fun. It takes a long time, but it's so worth it. Have a good one, Purple Panda. I will redeem that hydrate for you in just a couple minutes. As soon as I finish this. That looks a lot more like a spike. That I can kind of deal with. And again, we'll sew it in such a way that we can make it look like a spike when it's sewn on. All right, you guys, I'm going to take just a couple minutes to run downstairs and get a cup of water and then redeem that hydrate. And then we will make a couple more spikes and get these babies sewn on. And then we'll be able to give this to my brother-in-law. All right, be right back, you guys. Okay, guys. We have a surprise guest. This is Dorito. This is my sister and brother-in-law's dog. As you can see, he is an adorable little chihuahua. And he is such a sweetie. Aren't you, boy? Are you just the sweetest boy ever? C'est Mary. Je suis le meilleur chien dans le monde. That means, yes, I am the best dog in the world. There's a good boy. Right? His blimp is just the cutest. All right, you want to sit down? There you go. You can wander the room. That's okay. All right, redeeming the hydrate. Now he gets to explore a bit, which he loves. Right? They always just seem to love, getting to explore. They're the sweetest little boys ever. He is such a handsome boy. Are you sitting pretty? Are you sitting pretty? Here, tell you what. You want to sit on my lap? Tu viens? Tu viens? Oui, bon tu viens. Yes. Okay. Yeah, you can sit right here. He's like, I don't want to be on the floor. I want to be on your lap. And I'm like, okay, hey, I'll take it. Oh, I've done some diamond art painting. I have one I've been working on and not working on at the same time just because it feels so overwhelming for years. Oh, yeah? What is it? Oh, do you want belly rubs? Okay. We can make that happen. Oh, 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 oh. Hey, okay. Okay. There. Good boy. Yeah. Don't like being on your back either? There we go. Oh, big yawns from a little pup. All right, here we go. There's one. And two. Three. And four. it's okay, Dodo. It's okay, Dorito. No need to shake so much, baby. Yeah, you're okay. Alright, and then last but certainly not least, oh, oh, you okay? Hey, hey, what is it? What is it, handsome boy? Huh? Yeah. Okay. There. Yeah, there's a good boy. Okay. Tell you what, Dodo, I'm gonna sit you on the bed, okay? Can I put you on the bed? And then you can curl up there. Yeah. You can curl up there. Oh, you don't wanna? Okay, you can hang out there. You can hang out there. That's okay. What? What is it? I'll be right there. Hey, I'll be right there. I just told you I'll be right there. I gotta finish this first and then I'll be over. I think he wants to go back down. Oh, you're fine. And sister has him now. So his Lily has him. there we go. Okay. Let's see what happens if we go through this hole here. And then we go through that hole there. I would say that looks like a pretty good spike to me. All right. We have one more of those to do, and then we can sew them on. Although part of me is tempted to see if there's a way to glue them on or something. One and two. And then we do our magic circle of 4. Always remembering that if it does not go through like butter, you are doing it too tight. 1, 2. Three and 4. We got our single crochet. Oh. There we go. Increase stitch, I believe, will be in that one. And then we got our single crochet. And then our there we go. Hopefully. Increase. And then we measure one last time. There we go. And then go through that hole because we can. And through that hole because we can. And we'll just start with sewing this one on. Oh, great. Yep, we're doing that wrong. Okay. That's okay. We'll just... do this. We'll just put this one into the tail. We'll set it on the middle of the tail. We're just kind of eyeballing it from here on out because I didn't make the spikes perfectly. So what we're doing is we're just gonna go ahead and try and sew it on as best we can. By eyeballing where some good sewing on spots are. I think one more and we ought to be fine. One of these days, if I ever do another crochet project stream, I will try and have another camera set up to where you guys can see what I'm doing, because I know you guys want to be able to see what I'm doing and you can't always. Let's see. And then we'll just do one more through here for good measure. We will tie a knot with them. In fact, I am going to double knot just to make sure. And then I'm just going to cut as close to the knot as I can. First spike done! Hey, how's it going, Wolfler? Thank you so much for the lurk. So there is spike number 1. And I think that's how we're just going to have to do it from now on, because I'm thinking that is going to be the easiest way to do it. I don't think I stuffed this quite enough, but that is okay. They can find a way. He'll find a way to make it work. All right, so the next one. Oh, there's 2 on the tail. Well, what we can do then is sew this one just a smidge above it. Or a smidge below. That could work. Hey, how's it going, Otto? Welcome back. How was your lunch? We can just put this one right here at the edge. Because that's where one of them is. Okay. So we have 2 here on the tail. We'll go ahead and just sew these on as best we can. Because we're going to have to go all the way around, and then we'll just do the not to tie it off method. Oops, it's about to be sewn on upside down if I'm not careful. Okay. You had a lonely slice of pizza and a super lonely stir fry. Aw, it always just tastes better when Lady Foes makes it. I believe it. I am sure that Lady Foes is seriously one of the best cooks out there. And that when she makes something, you know it's gonna taste absolutely amazing. Let's see here. Best way to get this done. Okay, there we go. We're gonna go up through this, I think. Seeing if we can get it to go through the tail. There we go. And then, for good measure, we're gonna go once more with feeling through the bottom of the tail. Oh, I have not played Fire Emblem in so long. Which one are you going to be playing? Ooh, I have Fire Emblem. I think it's Warrior, and then Fire Emblem Three Houses. Alright, there's the second spike. Look how cute he's looking! And then we got one for the back. Actually, two for the back, and then one is going to go pretty much tip top of his head. You like the one on the 3DS where you pick between the... Oh! Hold on. There. How did that happen? Sorry, guys. Didn't mean to confuse you guys. I think my computer thinks it knows better than I do when to end a stream. And I'm like, no, we're definitely not ending yet. Oh, put it in the wrong one. There we go. Perfect. Okay. We got just a couple minutes before going on our ad break. Houses, Three Houses and Awakening are your favorites? Nice. I've really only focused on Three Houses, and honestly, I love it, but I'm kind of stuck in where to go and how to do this, because I'm in that first battle, and I have yet to be able to figure out how to beat those bad guys in that first battle. Okay. We're going to go ahead and snooze this ad break because I'm hopeful we'll be able to make this happen. There we go. Two more. Your first cosplay was from Path of Radiance? Nice. Which character? Oh. There we go. You'd love to do a Fire Emblem cosplay someday? Who do you want to cosplay from Fire Emblem Soul? I would love to know who you want to cosplay. Got an idea of where I want it. I just gotta make it happen. Because I want it to... There we go. Come out that hole. And we'll make this one come out that hole. Then I've got to redo this. There we go. Perfect. Let's see. There we go. And then we are set for the tie-off. I think if I were to cosplay anybody from Fire Emblem, I would cosplay... probably the way I designed my character, in all honesty, because I really love the way that I designed my character. And then this one is supposed to be, like, right about here. Ooh, I could. I probably could. Let's see, gotta find a good hole to put this through. There we go. And the spikes aren't placed perfectly, but that's okay. Oh, there we go. And let's snooze this again, because we are going to be calling the brother-in-law up here in just a couple minutes after we manage to make it through this. In fact, once I finish this, we are gonna call him on up. There we go. Let's text him and say, come on up. There we go. Because by the time he gets up here, I will have this tied off perfectly. We're gonna double knot it just to make sure, because I like to make sure that everything is set up just right and nice and tight. There we go. Let's go ahead and clean off that extra yarn. Put that yellow yarn right here. All of this right here. And ta-da! Let's take some pictures. That way I can post them. And then we are good to go. We have officially finished Fred Dino. Your brain short-circuited on you. You've done a Fire Emblem cosplay before. It was a character from Fire Emblem Fates, but you'd still like to do one from Three Houses or Awakening at some point. Ooh, they bring old heroes in as well? Nice! You don't know how you managed to forget that, though, considering there was armor involved. It's been a long time since you've broken that one out for a con. It really is. It really has. Because I've seen you do more of your Japanese visual novel characters, which look fantastic, by the way. Oh, thank you! Like I said, spikes aren't placed perfectly, but that's okay. Nobody's even gonna really notice unless you're looking real close. And I know my sewing on technique really isn't the best, but it's okay. It works. It worked for me. We're going to go ahead and put our stuff away. I'm going to text Seaster as well. There we go. Come on up. Surprise time! Oh, I got one more snooze, so there we go. Exactly, they're natural and unique, because sometimes those spikes might come off of the center a little bit. And that's okay. That is okay. Like we were saying, it gives them a bit of personality. A little bit of personality. I'm just glad I managed to get them at least somewhat close to where they're supposed to be. We'll go ahead and close all of those. I am going to mark all of these notifications as read. There we go. Minimize that. Hopefully I'll be able to get bro-in-law to come on up. You've only done one visual novel character. You had some minor adjustments that you wanted to make to the Fire Emblem one, though, which is why you've been falling back on some of your other ones. Ah, that makes sense. That totally adds up. I would probably feel the exact same way. I'd be like, hey, I want it to look the best it can before I break it out at a con. Totally get it. Hopefully they're looking. I hope. By the way, question for you guys. Have any of you used any of the Simply apps? Like Simply Sing, Simply Guitar, Simply Piano? If so, what were your thoughts on it? Was it effective? Was it not? Because I've read mixed reviews, so I haven't really done much of anything on them. Because, just because I don't want to waste money if it's not going to be effective. You know what I mean? They kind of are. It's more like singing lessons or guitar lessons on your phone. And your phone is supposed to be able to, like, hear what chords you're playing or notes you're singing, things like that. You wonder if you could recreate the armor that you made in the 3D printing class you'll be taking. Oh, that would be cool! That would be amazing if you could, Soul. I would absolutely love to see that, but I definitely agree it would take a lot and probably be a bit of a pain. I'll be right back. I gotta call him up, I think. All right, they're gonna be up in just a minute. Oh, I went to the wrong one. There we go. They're gonna join us for just a minute. Just for the last little bit. I am really proud of how this turned out, regardless of any imperfections. And the imperfections just show it's worth it. Like it's human made. Let's see, let's try using there we go. That looks better. I noticed one of my knots was not hiding like it should. There we go. Oh no, I have no snoozies. Oh well, if they come up, you guys will just miss it and it'll be okay. Let's see if I can maybe use the needle to push it in just a little more. Trying to get it to look as not necessarily perfect as I can, but At least to where it's not gonna, hopefully, come out. Hey, hey,
Sorry,
come
wait.
on in.
Oh my goodness! He's ready!
He is
The
ready.
dino! Ah, this is so cool! With the little spikes.
Yeah.
Dorito, look at the spikes. Look at the spikes, Dorito. Oh my goodness, you like it? Ah. Hey guys.
This
This
is my
is so
brother-in-law. We
cool.
call him Piano Man.
The Piano Man likes his dino. With the little stubby arms.
Yes.
Stubby T-Rex arms. Although he's more of a steaky, isn't he? He's a stego. With those stego spikes.
Yes.
Thank you!
You're welcome.
Oh my gosh, this is so cool!
Isn't it though?
If you ever need a cute little dino, this is your person. She'll hook you up with some cute little squishy dinos.
Yes.
My
No squeaky in
goodness.
this one, but it
Hmm?
does have some stuffing.
Okay, a stuffy dino then.
Yes.
This is so cool, thank you!
Yeah, you're welcome.
It really turned out pretty good.
It did, yeah.
Especially with like the ribbed tummy, that's really cool.
Right?
You're the best!
Aw.
This is going on my nice shelf right now.
Yay! You want to help us decide who to rate out to?
Sure.
All
What
right.
are our options?
Let's see. Our options for rating out to, we have Lone Game Master, who's playing some Dome Keeper.
Mm-hmm.
IB Fatbeard playing some Sea of Thieves.
Ooh, out on the open seas.
Captain Slothbeard playing some Mario Kart. Let's see. Gusty J playing Mario Kart as well.
Popular choice.
Or we can go very super duper chill and go with Dustin's Fish Tank.
Oh, wow. That would be chill. I'm personally kind of feeling the open seas. How about you?
What do you guys think? You guys feeling the open seas?
What's chat say? Also, hello to those I haven't said hi to yet.
Yeah, so you already know Soul.
Uh-huh.
She's our friend whose name starts with J that I saw
Yeah.
yesterday.
Yes, awesome.
And then Vocal Duck is our friend whose name starts with a D that you have
Sweet.
talked to
Awesome.
in the past.
Sweet.
All right, looks like we are voting for the open
Yo
seas.
ho ho ho, a raid in life for me.
I agree.
Oh, look at those cannons!
So, we're gonna be rating out.
Here we go.
Oh, there we go. Sub raid and regular raid. So if you are subbed, please feel free to copy and paste that top message. Otherwise, that bottom message is perfectly a-okay. We're gonna send this raid on to Captain Slothbeard.
Here we go.
Oh no, IB Fatbeard. We're gonna send this on to IB Fatbeard and go chill with him for a little bit. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Thanks, Piano Man, for joining
You
us.
bet.
So
Thanks for
glad-
having me.
Of course. So glad that we were able to finish Fred Dino for you.
Yeah.
And then we'll be back whenever we come back.
Have a great one, guys.
Have a great one. We love you guys.
Woo.